I'm in it for keepsake, in the field with the cleat lace, beat foot with the bare face and a slick tie, that's what she say. She look good, she got big teeth, she face, hella bad when she come in it back, she bring out my way for the team play.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the brand new video. It is a hot, scorching summer day here in Houston, but wanted to make this quick video for y'all. 3 mistakes that you are probably making on your bulk, and if I would have known these things sooner, I could have made so much more progress, so much faster. And make sure you stay tuned till the end because the last one might surprise you. Let's go ahead and let's get straight into the video. All right, y'all, a little bit of a late brunch today. Need to fuel up after that long cardio session. Ended up doing an entire hour. So I'm actually checking out this place called Snooze, and I've been here a few times, and this is one of those places that's just like super dependable in terms of like they always have their calorie count, they always taste good. It's nothing special, but it definitely gets the job done, especially now that I'm trying to like bulk up and actually like starting to like track my calories again. So I got this like protein trio omelet as well as like a sweet potato scramble or whatever they call it. All right, this thing looks, I mean, check that out, man. Like that looks absolutely insane. Let's see what we got here, all right? Hey, I'm gonna give that like a, maybe like a 9.5 out of 10 around there. Probably like 1,500 calories right now. Probably not the best option, but I'm tracking it. So, gonna go ahead and down this and keep this thing going. All right, so let me tell you a quick story. I actually stopped eating off the kids menu when I was 4 years old. And for the longest time, I've always had the fastest metabolism. I've been able to eat a ton of food and not really gain any weight. And so when I got into the gym, I decided I don't really need to change my diet because I'm gonna burn this off anyways. And so it gave me this reason to continue eating more and more food and to continue to not track my calories. And so what ended up happening is like, sure, like I was putting on muscle and I was getting bigger, but at the same time, I still wasn't feeling confident with the way that I was looking. And so check it out, man. I see this all the time. Dudes, they get in the gym and they use it as an excuse to just continue eating the same foods that they were eating before because they classify it as like, oh, a dirty bulk or I'm bulking. But let me remind you that there's nothing healthy about slamming food. And I assure you that the best gains in the gym are made when you are tracking your calories and you are tracking your lifts over time to make sure that the gains that you're making are consistent and incremental. But if you're using the gym as an excuse to just slam food all the time, you're doing 2 things. You are hindering the amount of muscle that you're gonna put on, and number 2, you're only going to be more disappointed with the way that you look, and then you're gonna have to cut down later to lose all that extra body fat. All right, now I know most people, when they are in the gym, they tend to only track their calories when they're cutting, but in my opinion, it's equally as important, if not even more important, to track while you're bulking as well. Okay, it's gonna make sure that you're, number 1, looking better, your body fat looks good, you're not holding too much in the midsection, you're gonna get better sleep, better energy. It's just gonna be better all around. And so I would actually suggest a 200 to 300 calorie surplus, making sure that you're eating whole foods, tracking it, okay, maybe increasing your calories by 100 or 200 every few weeks, aiming for 0.5 to 1 pound of weight gain per week. But the last thing that you want to do is just gain all the weight at once. Okay, I've been there, I've done that, and I can tell you, you're going to thank yourself later by having as much control over as many variables as possible, because at the end of the day, that's what's going to yield the most amount of results. And as somebody like me who likes to optimize his time, I want to make sure that the time that I'm putting in the gym is maximized and that I'm not, you know, wasting my time by not fueling myself properly outside the gym, if that makes sense. All right, we got some Ghost Pump right here and some electrolytes. All right, so I gotta be honest, man, ever since I installed the ceramic tint on this van, this thing's been feeling like a luxury vehicle. And people are always like, David, I didn't think that's the car that you'd be driving, or that car doesn't really fit you. And my response is like, trust me, it fits me. And I have a vision for this thing, and it drives so much smoother than pretty much any other car I've driven. And so I'm just really trying to enjoy it as much as possible, because I genuinely feel like this is the type of car where if I get rid of it right now, I'm gonna regret it in 20 years. So just trying to enjoy it right now. Obviously I have aspirations for, you know, better car later on down the line, but it's also just funny. It's funny just driving around in a mom van and making upgrades to it. So I'm enjoying it. And yeah, anyways, just pulled up to the gym. Got a chest day today. That meal is kind of sitting pretty good right now. It's making me feel pretty good. So gonna see if I can push some weight. Let's go ahead and let's get this workout started. So now that I'm starting to bulk up again, I've been kind of throwing in my bench press. I haven't trained bench in like 2 years. I'm kind of just like throwing 225 on the bar, trying to just see like where my strength is at right now. This could be a lot better, or it could be embarrassing. And I'm probably like 10 or 15 pounds lighter than the last time I did this. So let's see what we got. All right, so I'm not gonna lie, that felt like a brick, man. That felt like an absolute brick. That's crazy. So I'm gonna have to work on it. That's kind of embarrassing. So the last time I actually did 225 bench, I think it was 2 years ago, I was doing 225 for 10. And now we're at 225 for 3. So definitely got some work to do on this, but at least it gives me a good benchmark of where I'm at, and still got a whole workout ahead. All right, y'all, workout complete for today's post-workout meal. Got some rice, green beans, and some bison. And then also, as a quick note, anytime that I'm bulking, cutting, whatever the case may be, I always track my food on MyFitnessPal. Okay, so MyFitnessPal does a great job of showing you your carbs, fat, protein. Super easy, you just literally scan the barcode and it puts it right in there. So for something like this, I actually did a packet of Uncle Ben's rice, scanned that, and then I had already pre-weighed my bison and my green beans for my meal prep. But yeah, man, check that out. It really doesn't get too much better than that. So gonna go ahead and enjoy this. Summer's officially here, man. This is when I know. This is when I know my hair is getting long. This brings me to my next point, which is doing too much cardio. And check it out, man. It's not so much that cardio is necessarily a bad thing, but the thing is that the more cardio that you do, the harder of a time that you're gonna have getting into a caloric surplus, which is really what's necessary to have a successful bulk. And I see it time and time again, right? Whether it be my clients or my friends, they tell me like, hey man, like I'm not gaining weight and I don't know why. And I asked them, well, how much cardio are you doing? And they're telling me that they're running 5, 6, 7, 8 miles a week, or they're training for high rocks, or they're doing this and that. When you do that cardio, you are literally engaging metabolic pathways in the body that, depending on how much you're doing, can definitely inhibit muscle growth. So if this sounds like you, I would actually suggest continuing to do cardio. You just got to adjust the type of cardio that you're doing, right? So instead of like maybe running or doing high rocks or this or that, you got to transition more into list cardio or low intensity steady state cardio and keep your heart rate at like 130 to 140 beats per minute. This is going to do a few things, right? And oftentimes people, they say when you're bulking, I don't got to do cardio. It's like, nah, man, the cardio is going to keep the food moving. But then at the same time, if you do the right amount of cardio, it's going to make sure that you're not burning through your energy reserves and you're not burning through all that muscle glycogen that you have worked so hard to build up. And let me ask you, like, think about it, man. Like, when was the last time that you saw a marathon runner that was super jacked? Probably never, right? Because marathon runners, with the amount of calories that they're burning, they're naturally going to maintain a leaner body fat percentage. So you just got to ask yourself, what is the goal? And if the goal is maximum amount of muscle, then I would suggest 2 to 3 hours of low intensity, steady state cardio per week. Don't do too much, but you also don't want to do none, right? You just got to do whatever you can to stay in that caloric surplus and stay in that caloric surplus over a long enough time frame to really make sure that you are seeing the maximum amount of gains. One thing about this pool, man, is like, this pool is only 4 feet and I'm trying to practice my backflips. I kind of got to like jump jump a little bit hesitantly, but nonetheless, the sun feels good. Hey, also, if y'all are enjoying the video, hit the like button and we'll keep it moving. As nice as it is out here, I do gotta make sure I don't spend too much time in the sun because I just end up feeling cooked afterwards. Like just like low energy, small doses and I'm good to go. But this is nice. Taking advantage of the sun's intense rays as it is currently about 3 in the afternoon. Doesn't really get much better than this.
Be my heartbreak, be my one-on-one, be my only one.
So I got this decaf iced protein vanilla latte from Starbucks. Now I didn't even realize that Starbucks had protein drinks. You gotta be careful when you get coffee from these places. I was having this conversation with one of my clients the other day. He thought he had gotten this like healthy coffee, lower sugar, whatever. It ended up being 33 grams of sugar and 380 milligrams of caffeine, which is absolutely insane. And the second ingredient in his coffee was canola oil. And it just doesn't have to be that way, okay? You just gotta know what you're getting. Okay, this one right here, 150 calories, probably less because I only got 1 pump of the sugar-free syrup. Sugar-free syrup is probably like 0 calories anyways. And it tastes great. It tastes pretty good, and it's a higher protein option, lower calorie option. Luckily, a lot of these coffee places, these big chains, they have their nutritional info on the internet, and so you just got to know, you just got to be educated and know what you're getting. Double check with that beforehand. But yeah, honestly, this might be my new go-to. This is a pretty small one though, only because I'm trying to be mindful of the calories, but I just love the experience of drinking coffee. That's the biggest realization that I've had lately is I don't drink coffee because I could cut coffee out, I could cut caffeine out tomorrow and be totally fine. But something about the experience of drinking coffee, I love it. What's up?
We're up.
Looking fresh, dude.
I appreciate it.
Hell yeah, good stuff.
What's going on?
Let's go. All right, y'all. So I have recruited the boy James. Happy birthday, bro.
Appreciate it.
And he's gonna give us the third tip of biggest mistakes that people make on the bulk. What do you got, bro?
So like obviously if you're gonna be in a surplus, you're gonna be naturally getting stronger. So I think that if you're gonna have those extra calories, you might as well be increasing those lifts. So like if you were in a cutting phase, you wouldn't really necessarily have those extra calories and that energy. So you need to be increasing those lifts as much as you can, right? That's how you're gonna grow.
Yeah, and honestly, like that's like a super important point. You see so many people, they're increasing their calories, getting up to 3,500, 3,600, sometimes even up to 4,000 calories. Honestly, progressive overload is the best way to make sure that the extra calories are being put to use, because when you're in that surplus, it is prime time to make gains in the gym. And for me, I'm somebody, I don't like wasting time in the gym, right? So if I'm gonna be spending the time meal prepping, eating all this food, doing all this prep work, I wanna make sure that I'm maximizing my time in the gym, and that starts with progressive overload. And honestly, it could just be as easy as having a note on your phone. So right here, I have every single workout that I've completed over the last 3 months, and every single weight that I did, how many sets, how many reps, and I'm literally going into every single workout with one goal in mind of doing maybe, one more set here, one more rep there, trying to increase the weight just a little bit. And obviously, if you can make sure that you are in that caloric surplus and progressive overloading, that is going to be the absolute best way to make sure that you're maximizing gains, because too many times people, when they're not tracking, it's failing to plan. Like what's the saying? Like planning to fail is failing to plan. Well, you guys know what I mean. In celebration for Mr. James's birthday, I'm introducing him to some authentic Panamanian rum. Zafra 21 year Master Reserve. No, that smells crazy. It's like my second drink all year, by the way. Special occasions call for special rums. Perfect. Boom. Got the rum right here. Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
What do you think?
I think it's good.
Yeah, that's so smooth. That's insane. Definitely not a shooter though, but for sipping rum,
Not too bad.
All right, everybody, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right here. If you made it to the end, I really, really appreciate you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.
Baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my
Yo, bro, what'd you think of the rum?
It was really good.
Looking good, man. Looking fresh.